across your mind? Looks like we've come to the end of this segment, Econscation, in today's edition of Financial Related with Learners, with our special guest, Professor Ramli bin Bahroom, Financial Controller of OUM. Okay, Prof, perhaps in future, what can OUM improve in order to minimize the cost, but at the same time increase the level of quality in terms of module and also learning content?
Yeah, thank you, Siti. First of all, we must realize that OUM is a private university. So as a private institution, we have to contain our costs. We have to ensure that when we deliver our programs, the programs must be delivered efficiently. That's where the role of finance, in my department, is very important, to ensure that what we do it well and we do it cost effectively. So that is, of course, otherwise it will affect our sustainability. But at the same time, we must ensure that we deliver quality education.
Yes, the best quality of education.
Because right from day one, we always go for the highest quality possible. Quality has been our strong point since the beginning. And I must inform all learners out there that one of the measures of quality that we use here is the approval and the recognition by MQA. All our programs, before they are offered or they are advertised, they must be approved by MQA. And once their programs have been approved, and at the point of graduation, of the first batch, MQA will come and visit again, and they will provide accreditation to us. And we have a lot of programs that have been accredited. So please do not worry as far as education quality is concerned. Now, another point is we are owned by 11 public universities. From UM, the first 11, University Malaya, University Kebangsaan, UPM, as well as University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI, that's the latest. And this and the vice chancellors of these universities sit on our board. They are the board of directors of the university, and we provide reports on performance of the university, quality and other things to this board every 3 months, every quarter.
3 months.
In fact, I'm the one who is presenting the report every 3 months. Yes. So, and that means our programs, what we do, are monitored by these board members. So, I mean, these are vice chancellors of these big universities. So, I'm sure, being board members, they must ensure that our programs are of good quality. If they find out that we do not provide quality education, I think we will be in trouble. Right? Because it's their responsibility to ensure that, as board members, that our programs are of good quality. So with that, those are the assurances. And at the same time, we will continue to enhance ourselves. As I mentioned earlier, we have iRadio, we have iLectures, we have e-content, we have e-resources, and so many other things, which the department here, we have created a special department called CIDT, Center for Instructional Design and Technology, to come up with all these learning materials. So, now of course, how do we manage in recent years? One of the challenges that we are facing in recent years is increasing costs. Yes, I mean, with one-time increase in petrol prices, uncertainty in the world economy, and so on and so forth. So we have problem, and in terms of increasing costs that we have to handle. But we can assure you, that while we try to minimize our costs, we will never compromise on quality. Yeah.
Okay, Prof, if we look at OUM course fees, the institution has not increased the fees since the establishment, and there was like 9 or 10 years ago,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So
More than
could you
10 years
please
ago.
comment on this matter? Is there any latest news or development on increasing the fees perhaps in the next 1 or 2 years?
Well, actually, it amazes a lot of people, you know, that OUM has not increased its fees in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Since day one until this year,
Until
we have
this
not
year.
increased. No increase in tuition fees. And it's a wonder how we survive in the last 10 years while our costs have been increasing, but the fees has remained as it is since day one. But one must not forget that fees are controlled by MQA, just like quality. Quality are controlled, are monitored by MQA. Fees are also controlled and monitored by MQA. Before you can increase any fees, you must obtain the approval from the Malaysian Qualifications Agency, which is the MQA I just mentioned. Now, for OUM, we do have an intention of increasing the fees. I think 10 years is too long. I think we have, to do justice to us. So they may, we are proposing actually to MQA to increase in fees. However, I must provide this assurance to the learners. Do not worry about our increase in fees. If there is any increase in fees, it would be very small.
Just a minimal.
Yes, just to ensure that we continue to be sustainable. Because at one point, we have no choice. We cannot continue going on the same old fees. For the future, because as I said, our costs are coming up, and we are providing more and more things for the learners now. So the increase in these fees should be justifiable on that score. But let's be rest assured that the increase, if there will be any increase, will only be next year.
Oh, next year.
If there is, and also it will be quite minimal. On top of that, we are also giving a lot more things to the learners now, in terms of the additional learning materials, better facilities, at the learning centers. More learning centers. We are, I can also mention here that we're going to have a new learning center in Kuala Terengganu, probably in Miri, and probably also in one more in Kedah, in Alostar. So these are the kind of facilities that we provide. So because of these things, we need to review the fees. So that will be next year, however.
Next year.
Yes.
Okay, so Prof, with that, end of our segment for today. Thank you very much. So perhaps is there any last word or advice for learners out there to be encourage them to enroll with OUM?
Okay, this is my message to all learners out there. For those who have enrolled with us, who are our students, thank you very much for your support. And as I said, if you are now enrolled in the bachelor program, then please go on beyond bachelor's program, improve yourself, continue to enhance yourself, because lifelong learning is very close to my heart. I have been involved in lifelong learning activities in this country, and I personally would like our society, our people out there, especially the working adults. Please continue to enhance yourself. You see, the country is going towards high income economy in 2020. Our Prime Minister have said that. So with that, the people like you out there and me and all of us, we must help the country. And one way to help the country is to keep on learning, to continue to learn, so that to improve ourselves, not only for our own personal benefit, but also to contribute to the country. Because if we are going to become a high income economy, we're going to be a developed economy, we have to be competitive.
Yes.
We have to compete very well with the others, and only through education and knowledge we would be able to do that.
Okay, Prof, thank you very much. And with that end of our segment, hope all of you listeners out there gain some beneficial knowledge from our special guest today, Professor Ramli bin Bahroom, Financial Controller of OUM. Okay, thank you, Prof. Hope to see you again in another segment.
Thank you very much, Siti.
Thank you very much for your time.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.